During an interview with Lil Wayne, 50 Cent expressed his thoughts about the women that he dates, and in the midst of that, he had some things to say about black women not being exotic. Lil Wayne seems to think it's very funny, but his daughter, Reginae Carter, doesn't think so. She took to Twitter to express her thoughts about her black and her beauty, so make sure you stay tuned. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to D. Nicole Speaks, where I give my feedback and commentary to the latest news and entertainment from a positive point of view. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can get those notifications. Let's get it cracking. Alright guys, so I am back with another video, and we all know that 50 Cent is known for saying some of the craziest things out of his mouth. But during this interview with Lil Wayne, he had a lot of things to say concerning black women. He talked about black women as if they were not exotic and as if he was putting up the foreign women on some type of pedestal. So I just want you guys to listen to this small little clip, and then we'll get into the video.
And I look and I go, yo, this is why they get mad, they get angry. And you see a lot of sisters, they go, oh, you with this kind of girl and that kind of girl. That shit is exotic.
Stupid.
That shit look a lot different from the shit that you see in the neighborhood all the time. It looks like that shit look like it came off a boat, man. Damn, you don't like that motherfucker? You don't like that? You go, goddamn, what's the matter with you? It feels like something foreign. It feels like something that you can't just get. So in some kind of ways, it is interesting to explore. You know what I'm saying? But they get mad, they get angry. How did you end up with this motherfucker or this, that? I'm like, huh?
For real. They get real.
I just look at it like, oh, look at this angry. And then my instinct always makes me defensive. So I go, look at this angry black motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. You're trying to fuck up the whole vibe. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because you go, see what I'm saying?
Now, we all know how much Reginae Carter loves her father, Lil Wayne. So for her to take to Twitter and express some thoughts after this interview had taken place, I kind of think that this was in response to the interview. So she goes to Twitter, she says, I'm black, I'm beautiful, I'm enough, I'm exotic. So that right there, pun definitely intended. I'm amazing. I'm one of a MF kind. Now, where my black beautiful queens at? Alright guys, so before we get into my commentary, I just want to say that you will see some beautiful, stunning, gorgeous black women running across the background, because I thought it was very appropriate for the situation and it definitely fits the narrative. So let's get into it. Now, Reginae's tweet came after the video went viral, and she said what she said, pretty much, you know. And I think she put that in response to what 50 Cent said, as well as her dad not speaking up, or, you know, him laughing. So it kind of like he agreed with what 50 Cent was saying. And that's another problem I have with like the black community. You have a lot of black men who stay on a hush hush, and I don't know if it's because they're peers, they're both rappers, they know each other, but a lot of people stay silent, and not just men but also women too. When certain issues come up, or they see that something is being said that's not right or is out of context, they don't say anything, you know. And it's going to be a continuous cycle that continues to happen over and over again, where the black woman is seen as angry, or, you know, we're just always upset about something. And not every black woman is like that. I'm not like that. And I know a lot of black women who are not like that, who are not bitter. You know, they paint us out to be these bitter women who don't want to see black men doing good, or black men with someone outside of the race, which is not true. The only thing is, if you're going to, you know, love who you love, if you like someone who's white, you like someone who's Puerto Rican, whatever the race or nationality is, just make sure you like that person. But at the same time, don't try to put black women in the picture and diminish our character, or use it as an excuse to date outside of your race. You like who you like. For me, I say, hey, love who you love. It don't matter what color you are, but at the same time, just make sure that person is, a follower of Christ, or make sure that person believes in God, or whatever. You don't want to be unequally yoked when it comes to, your spirituality. But by any means necessary, you can't just say, oh, I wanted to, get something different, something off the boat, or this person is exotic, I'm tired of looking at the same thing, or, you get tired of looking at the same thing in the neighborhood. Honey, black comes in all different shapes, sizes, different facial features, body features, everything. We are great. And that's not taken away from anybody else. But as I said, you can't just make it seem or sound like black women aren't exotic, because all of these women you see running across the screen, all of the black celebrities you see, the people in the neighborhoods, we have beauty. And that beauty is not just on the surface of the skin, it lies deep within. So that's all I'm trying to say, because 50 Cent was definitely, gassing it. He was making it seem like, okay, like he got something that's so much better, or that's so much different, or so much more exotic than the average black woman from his neighborhood. And then, that's just not right, So me personally, I don't get offended when those type of things are said, but just because I don't get offended doesn't mean that someone else doesn't. Because, for example, Reginae Carter, she responded with that tweet because she's looking like, okay, this is my father, this is someone who I extremely love, I look up to, and I'm a black woman myself. So being that a lot of these rappers have black daughters, black mothers, black sisters, aunts, and grandmothers, cousins, whatever, friends, why say certain things, or why do certain things that's going to have them looking like, okay, man, really? Am I really not worth it? But, everybody ain't able. I'm very confident in my skin, very confident as a black woman, but that doesn't mean that the next person is. So, you have to be very mindful of the things you say. And when you speak of black women, speak of us as powerful, speak of us as different, royalty, or a special characteristics and personalities, something with that little extra oomph that everybody else doesn't have. That's all I'm saying. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that 50 Cent was definitely wrong, or, if you agree with him, disagree, whatever. Just express your thoughts. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DNicoleSpeaks. Until next time, don't forget, don't allow anyone to rob you of your peace.